Now, the first thing we want to do with this is I'm going to give you a word that I need you to remember. Okay, this word is called amortized. Okay, I can't pronounce it right, but once I spell it, maybe you can. Amortized. Okay. Now you're going to need to know what that word means. Okay. Now, what this means, guys, is let's say you take a loan out, and let's just use the example of the car loan. Let's say you take a car loan out for 6 years, 5 years, whatever you decide you want to do that with, okay? You're going to pay the exact same amount every single month until that loan is paid off. Does that make sense? So if I go buy a car for, like what he said, $24,000, I get a 3% interest on it. My monthly payment is going to be about $431. I'm going to pay that for ever how many years that I have that car financed for. If I do it for 60 months, that's 5 years. I'll pay $431 every single month for that. Okay, so what amortized means simply is the amount you owe every month stays the same. The amount you owe every month stays the same. The amount you owe every month stays the same. All right. Now, a little bit later in class, I'm going to show you a worksheet I'm going to send to you online that deals with this amortization thing, and it shows you how it works. I'm going to give you like a graph like what he showed you online. Okay. But the next part of this is understanding how loan payment works. We're going to put down how does interest decrease? Interest every month. Now, believe it or not, every month that you make a payment, okay, every single month that you make a payment, you are going to be paying less interest. And he told you on the video why you would be paying less interest. Does anybody know why? What's happening to your principal?
You owe less.
Your principal is going up or down?
Down.
It's going down, so the interest you have to pay would be going down. So I would put down the interest decreases as the principal balance decreases. And again, I'm going to show you a handout here in a second that I think will help with that. Okay? Now, the last one is what happens to the principal paid over time. Now, I'm going to try to break this down for you guys so it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, guys, if I have a loan that I am paying the same amount for every single month, y'all with me? Over time, each single month that I make a payment, I'm paying a little more principal and a little less interest because I am making my principal smaller and they can't charge me as much interest because my principal is getting smaller. Y'all with me? So, put down over time, we pay a little more principal and a little less interest. because we're paying the loan off, right? Now, if I make any extra payments, where does all of that money go toward? The principal. And that's a really good idea. There are ways, guys, and when you guys build a home or you buy a car one of these days, if you all can make extra payments, like, you know, most of the time you make 12 payments a year, right? On something monthly. If you can make a 13th or a 14th payment in that 12-month cycle, you'll have something paid off in about a third of the less time that it would normally take you. So if you got a 30-year mortgage and I make 2 extra payments a year over a 10-year period, I could about have that joker paid off in like 18 years, 17 years, which is a good deal. Does that make sense? So just keep that in mind. So every time we pay a little more principal and a little less interest, okay? Any extra payments will be added to the principal. Okay? So obviously, the loan would be paid off sooner. Okay? Will be paid off sooner. And guys, that's basically how it goes. It's pretty simple, I think. Okay? So, now that we've done that part, I want to show you guys, I'm going to give you a little handout here. I'm going to show it to you on the board, and you're going to answer these questions. And then we'll go from there with the rest of it. So let me pause this.